All right, day 28 on the trail. Let me see. We're going from a wind gap we just put in, going north to Delaware Water Gap. This will be my last day in Pennsylvania. I've had some wonderful experiences in Pennsylvania, and there's some things, rocks, that I'll be glad that will begin to subside a little bit. Of course, the rocks don't stop at the border, but I'll be going to New Jersey tomorrow. I think it's my first time ever go to New Jersey. The only thing I know about New Jersey is my buddy Pat's from New Jersey. He's an okay guy, so it must be an okay place. Stayed at the restaurant slash apartment again last night. Rained all night and I was inside a dry building. First thing I did, we did 20 point something yesterday and we flew. We did 20 point, I'm gonna say 20.7. I'll be off maybe a few tenths. We did it in 9.5 hours. And that includes breaks and coming down those rocks at the end. So I mean, we were pushing it on those level places. I felt like I was running. But that's okay. It's good for me. Anyway, day 28. Man, I've been out here almost a month. Hard to believe. I'm at the beginning of the day, I was at 415 miles. It's a lot of walking. Got a lot more to go. As I said before, it doesn't mean anything until I get 1,000, till I get to 1,000, according to my mom. Anyway, had one small climb, about 400 feet. A little steep, but not too long. Coming out of the wind gap, and then we'll have a descent, and it looked pretty gradual on the map going on the Delaware Water Gap. We resupplied yesterday, and so all that's done. I have a Sawyer water system. I love my water filter, but I have 2 Sawyer water bags, and they've both already ruptured. You fill it up, and around the plastic top, they're both leaking. And I don't even squeeze mine. I have a drip system, so you hang it up by a cord. But they've both already ruptured. So Sawyer, that's what I think about your water bags right now. Love your filter. Water bags suck. I called the outfitter in town, and he said that he doesn't think he has any, but he thinks he has another brand. And I bought another brand before, and I apologize, I don't remember the name of it. I want to say Platypus, everybody was recommending. And sure enough, I get it, and the threads don't match. So you can't screw the Sawyer water filter onto a Platypus bag, if it was Platypus, which is silly. All right, the trail's turning here. I better pay attention. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Oh yeah, we must be in Pennsylvania. Sweet. All right, day 28. It's 12:30, and I'm on a super highway of hiking trails. You can see back here, it's just flat and wonderful. I was told by a gentleman coming southbound earlier that once we went over this big rock monstrosity He said it was wonderful all the way to the Delaware Water Gap. My goal is to get into Delaware Water Gap before 5, which if I can pump out some 3-mile-an-hour time for a while, which I can do that on this kind of a terrain, I can, there's an outdoor store there open. And I'm not sure how good that outdoor store is. I've called and talked to them. They don't seem very helpful. And they made it clear they close at 5 o'clock today. But my plan is to get in there and see if I can find some kind of a water filtration system that works. Or better yet would just be some bags, water bags that would work with my Sawyer system. I love the Sawyer filter. The water bags are horrible. Don't get them. Do not get them. I'm hiking with another couple, Rocket and Rockette. Rocket's large water bag. You pour water in it and it just comes out like a sponge. Both of mine, I have the large one and the smaller one, and they're all leaking around the top. So if I want to filter water, I fill the bag and I squeeze around the top of the thing the best I can, and then I just put it in the filter. Okay, we're going back to rocks. I'm gonna have to hang up. Anyway, hopefully they'll have some kind of a water system. My friends at Outdoor Research that I was so fond of, I called them and said, hey, I'm going to be here at Delaware Water Gap. Send me my replacement gaiters. I have the Rocky Mountain Low gaiters, which are wonderful gaiters, except it has a leather strap that goes underneath both shoes. And those leather straps do not like Pennsylvania rocks. So they both wore out very quickly. Here, they haven't anywhere else, but on these rocks, it's just rough. And the first time I talked to them, yeah, just let us know where to send them. So I called him back and said, send them here. And he says, great. They'll be there in 10 days. I said, 10 days? I said, I'm going to be there in 2 days. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That helps a lot when you're out here. I said, listen, man, I'll pay you. I'll pay for the overnight shipping. We can't do that. That's against our policy. He said, besides that, it would cost more than the gaiters. Oh well. That's my first negative thing about Outdoor Research. I've loved their gear, but if the stuff's gonna fail you, they should take care of a thru-hiker. That's what I think. And he said it'd be just cheaper to buy you a new set at this outdoor center. So I'm going to get there, and I'm going to, if they have them, and they said they cared, Outdoor Research, I'll buy another pair, throw these in the trash, and then he says when I get home in 4 months or so, they can send them to me there. That way I'll have 2 sets of gaiters. Everybody needs that. Anyway, I'm complaining, but I shouldn't be, because this is a wonderful day. The trail here is fast, and it's a fairly short day. It's only like 15.5 miles. Who would have thought 15.5 miles would be a short day? But there you go. Life's good. Now, if we can get into Delaware Water Gap in time, there's a church hostel there. And I hate to say it again, but we're kind of slack packing again today. I resupplied yesterday, and the owner of the grocery store, or the restaurant, excuse me, owner of the restaurant, I guess the husband of the owner of the restaurant, he is shuttling all of our stuff to this church hostel in great big old black garbage bags that they gave us there at the restaurant. So he dropped us off, and all I'm carrying today is water and food for today and my rain gear. I needed that earlier. And then after that, it was put it all in the bag and let him take it to the church hostel. I like that plan. It almost feels like you're cheating, but I'm not. Those feet right there are on the Appalachian Trail, and I'm walking every step. Okay, here we go. See how fast I can do this. All right, day 28. About 2 miles from Delaware Water Gap. I understand there's views down there. Views of the fog. But that's okay, you know, you get what the Appalachian Trail gives you. Some days you have glorious views. Some days you have glorious fog. Just make it all glorious. I know I'm on a glorious trail right now. The last mile or so has been just a road. And I'm really trying to make some time into Delaware Water Gap. It's 2:30, and I should easily be in there in time for the to go to that outfitter. Now, whether or not they have anything, I don't know. But at least I'm gonna get in there and look before they close. And tomorrow I'm going to New Jersey. Holy moly. I'm pumped. I talked to my mom a while ago. She wanted to know what states I'd been in. She and Dad were arguing. My parents arguing. I can't wait for y'all to watch this on television. My parents go over to my cousin Anita's house, and she puts this up for them. So Mom and Dad, y'all don't fuss over the states I've been in. So far I've been in Virginia, West Virginia, marvelous Maryland, and I'm about to go out of Pennsylvania, rocks, and then go into New Jersey. Then I'll go into New York, I guess is next. I haven't looked that far ahead yet. I'm just trying to get into the town today. But we'll see. All right, everybody have a wonderful day out there. All right, this is the view from the descent down at the Delaware Water Gap. I can see an interstate down there. I can see some mountains through the haze over there, and I see a lot of rocks. That's all I'm going to get from it today. Still loving it. All right, so I'm looking down at the Delaware River. If you look carefully, you can see some people way down there swimming in it. Very pretty. That's a nice view. I hear a very pleasant sound ahead. here at the Delaware Water Gap. Here's some water. Look at that stream right there. This is Eureka Creek. Eureka. I don't know how I got that name. Somebody was thirsty and they saw it and they went, Eureka. That's gonna be my guess. All right, here's a pretty little lake, pond. I keep bobbling all over the place. I'll stop so you don't get seasick. There you go. Little reflective spots here to think about life. All right, I'm coming down into town. It's a pretty town. Old town, don't know the history of it. Big old house here. That place is Botangles. I don't believe I could get me a cheese and egg biscuit over there. Or maybe I could, I don't know. I'm gonna hang up and go over here to the church. I believe it's the Church of the Mountain Hiker Hostel. I like this place. Food, jazz, and rooms. I like food, and I like jazz, and I like rooms. We'll see. All right, I'm at Edge of the Woods Outfitters. And these guys are wonderful. They have everything I needed today. They got Jetboil stuff. They had my outdoor research gaiters. They had bladders. They got tons of shoes, packs, this. It's a rocking place. So when you're down here in Delaware Water Gap, you come see these people and buy stuff. All right, we're in Delaware Water Gap, and we found us a pizza place. This is Sarah. She's a hiking beast. Of course, that's just Mike. He's kind of scary. And this guy right here, Blaze.
Blaze of Glory.
Blaze of Glory. This guy that hiked the he hiked the trail twice, section hiked it, and he drove all the way out here today to see us. And we're all having pizza. This is wonderful. All right, we're back in the church hostel tonight. This is Blaze of Glory, who drove 2 hours one way and another hour the other to bring me my used gloves. You're the man. Thank you.
Yep, sure.